Come inside. You're safe here now. There is nothing left to do tonight, nothing to solve, nowhere you need to be. So let yourself sink down into the warmth of your bed. Let your shoulders grow heavy, and let your breathing slow and soften. Tonight I would like to take you far away and long ago to a small Roman village, drowsing in the golden warmth of a long summer's day, where the hours pass slowly and nothing ever hurries. You need only lie still and listen and let the quiet carry you gently down into sleep. The village sits on a low hillside in a wide and peaceful valley, somewhere in the sunlit south of the old Roman world. It is a small place and an old one, a scattering of red-roofed houses and quiet lanes gathered around a little square. Below it, the land falls away in terraces of olive trees and vines, silver green and heavy with fruit, down to a slow brown river winding through the fields. Above it, the hills rise soft and dry and golden into a wide blue sky. It is warm here and still, and the air smells of dust and rosemary and warm stone. Nothing of importance has ever happened in this village, and that is exactly why it is such a restful place to be. Let us walk into it now, slowly, in the middle of a long summer's morning. The narrow lanes are paved with worn and dusty stones, smoothed by generations of feet, and they wind between the low houses without any hurry at all. The walls are of pale stone and sun-baked brick, washed here and there with faded color, and they hold the gentle warmth of the sun. Small doorways open into cool, shadowed rooms. Vines climb over wooden trellises, throwing dappled pools of shade across the ground. And everywhere there is the soft, drowsy hum of a hot day, the murmur of doves on the rooftops, the distant clink of a goat's bell, the whisper of a warm breeze moving through the leaves. In the little square at the heart of the village, a stone fountain trickles softly into a wide basin, its water cool and clear, catching the light. This is the quiet center of the village's day. An old woman sits in the shade beside it, resting for a moment with her basket at her feet. A pair of boys lie sprawled and sleeping in a patch of sun, too warm and comfortable to move. And the water falls and falls and falls, a soft and endless silver sound, running down over the worn stone and into the basin below, cool and unhurried, as it has done for 100 years. Around the edges of the square are the small workshops of the village. Here is the baker, and the warm smell of new bread drifts out from his open door, where the loaves are cooling in rows on a wooden shelf. Here is the potter, seated at his wheel in the shade of his doorway, his hands wet with gray clay, turning a simple bowl round and round and round as it rises slowly beneath his fingers. There is no hurry in his work. The wheel turns and the clay rises, and the morning drifts by, and he is content. Let us watch him for a while and let the slow turning of the wheel quiet our thoughts, round and round, smooth and easy, in no hurry to be anywhere at all. The heat of the day grows and the village grows quieter still. This is the time of rest in the old Roman way, the still hours of the afternoon when the sun stands high and hot and everyone seeks the cool in the shade. The workshops close their doors, the square empties, the lanes fall silent, and all through the little village people lie down in the dim, cool rooms of their houses, on low couches and simple beds, and close their eyes and let the heat of the day drift over them and sleep. Even the dogs have crept away into deeper shade. Even the doves have grown quiet. The whole village drowses, warm and still, in the long golden hush of the afternoon. Let us rest too for a while, in a cool and shadowed room. The shutters are half closed against the heat, and thin bars of golden light fall across the stone floor, moving very slowly as the afternoon wears on. It is dim in here and cool and quiet. Somewhere outside, the fountain still trickles softly in the empty square. A warm breeze breathes through the shutters now and then, stirring the air, and there is nothing to do and nowhere to be, and no sound but the falling water and the slow beating of your own quiet heart. Let your body grow heavy and still, here in the cool and the shade, in the long, warm silence of the afternoon. Slowly, slowly, the heat begins to soften. The sun sinks lower in the wide sky, and the harsh white light of noon turns to a warmer, kinder gold. The shadows grow long across the dusty lanes, and little by little the village stirs and wakes gently, without any hurry. Doors open again. The potter returns to his wheel. Voices murmur softly across the square. And the golden light of evening spills long and low across the red rooftops and the pale stone walls, and gilds the olive trees on the terraces below, and turns the whole quiet valley to warm and drowsy gold. In the cool of the evening, the villagers come out into the lanes in the little square to sit and talk softly and watch the day fade. Old men sit on stone benches in the last of the sun. Children play some quiet, sleepy game in a corner of the square. Someone is cooking somewhere, and the smell of it drifts warm on the evening air. And the swifts wheel and cry high overhead, dark against the golden sky, turning and turning in the warm evening air, as they have every evening of this long and peaceful summer. The sun touches the far hills and sinks behind them, and the sky fills with the soft colors of the dusk, rose and gold, and the deep warm violet of the coming night. One by one, small lamps are lit in the windows of the houses, little points of warm and golden light, glowing softly in the gathering dark. The air grows cool and sweet. The first stars appear, faint and silver, in the darkening sky above the hills, and the little village settles slowly toward its rest, warm and quiet and content, at the end of the long and peaceful day. Now the night has come, soft and warm and full of stars. The lanes are dark and empty. The fountain trickles on in the quiet square, its soft silver sound the only voice in all the sleeping village. The lamps go out one by one in the windows of the houses, and behind the pale stone walls in the cool and darkened rooms, the people of the village lie down at last to sleep. The baker and the potter and the old woman and the children and the sleeping dogs, all of them safe and warm and at rest beneath the wide and starry sky. There is nothing more to do tonight, nothing more to see. The long day is over, and it was a good day, a slow and gentle day, and now it is time to rest. The village sleeps, the valley sleeps, the warm hills stand dark and quiet beneath the stars, and the slow river winds on through the silent fields, and the fountain falls softly in the empty square, on and on into the peaceful dark. So let your body grow heavy against the bed, as heavy and as still as the warm stone cooling in the night. Let the soft sound of the falling water wash gently over all the small cares of your day, and let them loosen and grow quiet and drift away into the dark, one by one, like the little lamps going out in the windows. There is nothing you need to hold on to now. There is nowhere you need to be but here, warm and safe in the quiet dark, as the whole village sleeps around you. The fountain falls softly in the square. The warm night breathes over the hills. The stars turn slowly overhead, and all is quiet now in the little Roman village, drowsing in the dark at the end of the long summer's day. All is quiet, and all is safe, and all is well. Sleep now. Sleep well.